Hi everyone. Today I'm going to tell you a beautiful short story from Jalapradhanika Parva, Sri Parva Mahabharat. And yes, this one exactly is not a short story, this one is a metaphor used by Vidura. When King Dhritarastra asked Vidura a question, to answer him, Vidura used this metaphor in the form of a story. You know very well that Vidura was the wisest among all the Kauravas, and he paid respect to his brother all the time. So he said, "Oh brother, just listen to me very carefully." Thus he began the story. He said that once a man suddenly found himself in an inaccessible forest. When he looked at the forest, he was terrified because that forest was completely filled with the beasts of prey, and that too, like a lion, tiger, and other animals looking like elephant. And the look of that forest was so horrible, even Yamadev will not dare to come to that place. So looking at that, he was terrified and he ran to save his life. He was running just to find someone to take shelter. But unfortunately, he didn't get anyone. And there was a pit which was invisible. While he was running, he fell into that pit. That mouth of that pit was covered with the creepers and the horn. So when this man fell in the pit, he became entangled with the creepers which were already intertwined. And now his head was towards the downwards, and legs were upwards. He was just hanging in that uh, position. And that was not the end. Suddenly he saw a huge snake at the bottom of that pit. And while he was running, on the way he saw that a lady stretching her arm stood on the outskirts of the forest as if she wished to grab everything. And by the way, when he was hanging in that posture, he saw that a gigantic elephant was coming, which had 6 faces, 12 legs, and his color was completely dark. That too, a huge tree was just near the pit. That was also that had several branches. In one of the branches there was a honeycomb, and the bees were just roaming around that honeycomb to drink the honey. And he also noticed that the honey fell in jets below. So in that hanging posture, he just tried to drink the honey. He was drinking, and that too, so many other calamities also surrounded him. But his attention was towards the honey only. And you know what happened? Suddenly he saw that 2 rats, black and white, they are cutting the roots of the tree. That means anytime the tree will fall. And the gigantic elephant which came to near that pit, it had 6 faces, 12 legs. And he also stood just near the pit. Looking at all these and the movement of the bees, he was already, he didn't think anything. But he was only thinking how to drink the nectar, the honey. And deprived of his senses, he wished to live a long period. He wanted more honey and he wished for a long period to live. So this was the condition of that person. So when he described all these things, immediately King Dhritarastra said, Ki, oh brother, I feel pity for that man. Where from he had come and which region he belonged to. And he is in such a condition, we should go and help him. I want to rescue him. At that time, Vidura said, Ki, oh brother, the wise men said this as a story, but this is neither a story, neither there was any man, nor any jungle, any forest, nor an elephant, nor the rats. Oh brother, the wise men said thus, this whole, the inaccessible forest was this whole world. And the human body, the limited sphere of that forest is the human life. And oh brother, this pit was the human body. And the snake at the bottom of the pit is no one but time, Kala, which in due course of time grabs everyone, whether it is rich or poor or learned or fool, whoever, wise and fool, whoever it may be, everyone will be buried to the ground. All are equal after death. Now, oh brother, the lady who stretched her arm on the outskirts of the jungle was no one but the old age. All has to pass through this. And this old age will grab your beauty and charm. And oh brother, the beasts of prey, they are no one but the diseases which grab the man. And oh brother, the elephant which has 6 faces, 12 legs, 6 faces are the 6 seasons, 12 legs are the 12 months, and the elephant itself is the symbol of year. And oh brother, that huge tree where the honeycomb was there and the bees were roaming around, these creepers and these bees, they are the desires of the man. After crossing through this, passing through all these calamities, still the man doesn't understand what is true, what is false, and to whom he belongs, what is truth. He always runs after mirage. And oh brother, his desire never dies. He wants more and more and more. These are, and oh brother, the honey that falls in jets is nothing but the luxury. So once he is in luxury, he wants more. And he doesn't want to think about his self. He never realizes who he is and who Brahma is, to whom he belongs. So, brother, this is not a story. Neither there was any man who falls in this condition. Just remember one thing, we all are trapped in this Maya. However, only the wise persons can come out from this type of mess, and they can realize the truth. Vidura told him this much, and he described the metaphor in such a way that Dhritarastra thought that this was a true story. And that is why he was very anxious to help that man, to rescue him. However, the most important thing of this story, this metaphor, is Vidura is not imposing anything upon you to learn. What he says, कि a person or man should try to understand his own self and Everybody should follow the path of dharma and truth. If a person can follow that, there is no doubt that he will get eternal bliss. And he also showed the demerits and the faults of this samsara. How to get rid of it, that depends upon your choice. Anyways, this much is the thing. I love this particular portion so much that too it has the same resemblance with the story a man was chased by an elephant. However, this has some resemblance, I don't know. And yes, if you have time, please visit my site thegolpa.com. Thank you.